we've got to get past this economic downturn and before we can do that. But I think there's some wonderful things that can and will be done in that area.
Mm-hmm.
I look forward to being part of that.
Right. Now, if we could go back, the taxation made me think of something. What, you said there's only 9 states that are not in debt.
It's true.
So when we move forward and things will get better, economy will pick up. They'll just be able to have a bigger budget to spend more money. Is that how that works at the state?
Hopefully, if our unemployment numbers disappear, we get back to full employment or close to full employment, the state will have money to reinstitute the programs that we're having to cut. Some of the things that are being cut are stuff that you wouldn't normally think of, like transportation budgets for the schools. In Joplin, there's maybe a couple hundred miles a day of bus routes, but when you get down to McDonald County, there's 3,000 miles a day. So a huge portion of their budget's going to be removed if they do away with the transportation. Those things have to be replaced first, but after that, I think a couple of years down the road, then we can start working on doing some of the other things that we really consider important in the state.
Right. Did you have to leave your business to do this completely? How does that work?
No, I have a feed and farm supply business, and fortunately the help that I have is able to step up and cover it for me. I'll only have to be in Jeff City 3 nights a week, so it'll give me opportunity to come back and oversee write the checks and visit with the salespeople and do all those necessary things.
Right. That's so it's not a job that everybody could take on, running and going to Jefferson City. You
have to have, in my mind anyway, a person would have to have an alternate source of income. It's unfortunately not a huge paying position. It does pay well enough to offset the costs and to help pay the expenses, but it's not something that you could use for a full source of income. So therefore you have to be dedicated enough to help pay your own way to do it. And we've been fortunate in this area. We've had some wonderful, wonderful representatives. The unfortunate thing is, because of term limits, we're losing everybody all at once. So it's going to be a challenge, but I think everybody that's running in this race is up to the challenge.
Now, are you opposed in this race?
I am opposed. I have an opponent from Diamond. There's another fellow from Granby that's running. I have no Democratic opponent, so the primary election, August 3rd, will determine who goes to Jeff City.
What do you think makes you different than those?
I would hope that. I've been a resident of the district for all of my adult life. Jane and I have both had businesses in the district. I worked as a salesman for about 30 years, and the last 12 I've owned and operated my own business. And I kind of feel as if that life experience puts me in a position to be able to listen to and sort out some of the things that one needs to. I think I've got the moral fortitude that it takes to handle the job. I'm extremely conservative, and I won't compromise my conservative values. That goes without saying. But I do feel that as a representative of a district, when it comes time to vote on a particular issue, I need to vote the way the majority of the people in my district feel. I don't think it's right for a representative to be influenced by the House leadership or by the many outside influences there are in Jeff City. You have to vote the way your constituents want you to vote.
You got to come back and live here with them. So.
That's right. You got to face them. If you're doing your job, you're going to face them all the time when you come home anyway.
Yeah, it's not like Washington where you can keep going back every year.
Unfortunately, no.
Term limits will bring you back one way or another.
Of course, anyone can take one look at me and know I won't be there 47 years like Ted Kennedy was.
Yeah, well, maybe we could. Yeah, you don't know. But Okay, well, you mentioned conservatism. Conservatism. What does that mean to you? To be a conservative?
I'm a strong advocate of the Second Amendment, of the 10th Amendment. I believe in smaller government. I believe in the sanctity of life. I believe in lower taxes. To me, a conservative doesn't have to be a Republican or a Democrat or an independent. A conservative can be anyone. Fortunately, this part of the country that we're living in is a majority of conservatives. I think that goes back many generations, and I've got a lot of friends that are Democrats that are more conservative than an awful lot of Republicans are. So I think that you have to be in touch with your faith, with your beliefs. Those things are what I consider conservative.
Mm-hmm.